Hey everybody, it's Dave McDonough again, coming to you live from my little home office, my home couch office right now. And, sorry, an itch. It's that time again. It's time for me to shoot my little nuggets. Some people call them golden nuggets. I'm not really golden yet. Let's call them bronze, This is the Olympics of marketing, Start out with the bronze, then go to silver, then go to gold. So this is the bronze nugget for today. Okay, yesterday I talked about sponsoring. What do you bring to the table? You got to decide what you're going to do for your teammates to entice people, Okay, you got that figured out. Now, what do? How do you get to them? How do you get people, All the way back to the know, like, and trust syndrome, That's one of the building blocks, the keystone, if I will, for the majority of the people. You're going to have to build relationships. And it's kind of hard, doing this. I'm talking to my computer, for crying out loud, and you're watching me. So, you can like me, you can think I look like a big dork, which is okay. Not shaved, bum, you can get perceptions of what, by the look of what I got. I mean, for Christ's sake, look at that. That's a blanket there. Hopefully you get to the notion that I'm an honest person, that I'm not trying to scam anybody, because look at what I got. I'm in my living room on my couch that my wife inherited from her grandparents, and so I'm not in front of no fancy car. I didn't rent no car. I didn't go to a nice house that's not mine. I would show you my house, but to be honest with you, I'm not that proud of it. It's basically a residence right now until I can afford to get something bigger. Hence why I'm doing this. So, I'm getting off topic here. Okay, so back to focusing. That's the number one thing. You got to focus. Set some goals. So you got the sponsoring thing. You decide how you're going to be a sponsor. What you're going to do to bring to the table. Now where do you go? This is like the very minor league kind of thing. Basic down into the dirty. You got to come up with a plan of action. What are you going to do in the course of a day to get where you want to go? So, if you're like me, don't have much money, so you're going to focus more on the free stuff, the free advertising, the social network, which could pay off big in the long run. It pays off big dividends for consistency and stuff like that. And maybe set aside some money every month so you can do some paid advertising. But like I said, everything comes down to consistency. You got to test, you got to retest, you got to, So you're coming in, you're brand new, and you're scared like a lot of people. You get all excited because this is going to be great. You're going to make all this kind of money. You're going to be able to do whatever you want, Quit your job, travel, spend more time with your kids, But after all that settles down, this is when the nitty-gritty starts, The metal hits the meat, your feet hit the road. This is when it comes. And I'll be the first one to admit, I got sidetracked, like I said before, for almost a year now. Now I'm focused. I got to know some mentors. Kudos to you, Miss Haley Taylor, blowing it up in Empower Network. Yeah. Yeah. She lit a fire underneath me, Made me hard look at myself. I took ownership of all the stuff I'm not doing right, and all the crap that I was thinking why I'm not getting where I want to go. It's all about me, you got to own it. So, I'm back to basics. I'm doing this video stuff. So, you got to come up with a plan of action. For me, that's pretty easy because, like I said before, I am a weightlifter as a hobby. I'm not no Arnold Schwarzenegger by any means, young or old. I do it because I love to do it. I've been doing it for over 20 years. It's part of who I am anymore. And so I have a regiment, I do certain things, certain days, certain exercises, but I also realize every once in a while you got to change it up or else you get plateaued. Same thing goes with marketing. So the word for today is a plan of action, a thing that you will do over every stinking day. I don't mean to sound like this like a sentence, but one of the things I heard the other day that kind of made sense to me is like people go to work because they know they're going to get paid. I mean, I was talking to my coworker, I'm like, today, and saying, We don't want to go to work. We complain if you don't like your job, but we go do it because we know we go do it. We trade our time for money, and it's going to be there for the most part. I mean, you might be in certain jobs that might be a little bit more volatile than others. You might worry about layoffs and stuff, but for the most part, we go to work because we know we'll get paid. And this person asked this question: why wouldn't you work just as hard, if not harder, for you to benefit yourself in the home business? It's because of that. To me, it's because that security, knowing that the money's going to be there. When you're online doing your own thing, make your own way in life, everything resides on you. All the pressure's on you. And that scares a lot of people, They don't want to be out there. They don't want to, that's partly like when you're doing an online business like I am. It's stepping out of my comfort zone big time. Doing this steps out of my comfort zone big time. But I know I have to do it in order to grow. So, why not, for my free time, I'm off work, why not I build something that's going to help my family, myself, do some stuff we never would do? And it's going. I'm having little victories. Celebrate every little victory. Okay. Off topic again. So, plan of action. So, set up a daily ritual. They express this with Empower Network, all the marketing and stuff I do. That's what they call it, the 8 core steps. Do I follow the 8 core steps? Honest to God, no. I don't do I do most of them, but I don't do all of them, which that might hinder my success a little bit. But I've come to adapt. You come to a struggle, you adapt. The Marines, adapt, overcome. Adapt, change, overcome, whatever it is. I wasn't in the military, but so I know what I can do with the time I got around my schedule with my family, my kids, all their stuff they're doing, what I got to help my wife being on call, knowing that at any given moment this thing will go off, my pager, and I got to go deal with something dire with the city, So I do what I can, but I do primarily the same things every day, which is one, making these videos. Because I need to get better at talking. Because one of the things I think about at night, one of my visualization things I do at night, I see myself on stage. Now, I want to be on stage with Empower Network. It doesn't necessarily have to be the main thing, but the breakout rooms and the stuff for the prosperity team. But talking to people, telling my story, that which you'll be scared to death. I'll be shaking like a leaf, and a 250-pound leaf is a big leaf to shake, So, but I see myself doing that. I see myself very clearly doing that. But when I get there, it means I've had success. Enough success in my business that people want to know what I'm doing, or people want to know how I went about it. My story. Sorry. But yeah, so I have a plan of action I do every day, which the first one is I do a video. Then another one is I have another income stream along with Empower Network, helps out, that I'm building a marketing budget with for Empower Network. I do that after why my video is loading to YouTube, because I have to wait probably 20 minutes. So I use that time, and I make money doing that. So right then and there, I win. Every single day I do that. Then I do my Facebook. And I tell you what, manually posting in all these different groups in Facebook, not knowing if you're going to get a like, not knowing if you're going to get a comment, not knowing if you're going to get a friendship, not knowing if you're going to do anything, but it's there. It's consistency. And people like to see consistency. And that's what I do. I spend an hour posting my little snippet or whatever with my YouTube video. Now, I have gotten likes, I have gotten comments, and I have gotten friends out of it. That's great. That's another little victory. But you got to celebrate them little victories, or else you're not going to do. But with routines is, if you do it consistently for what they say 28 days becomes a habit, and if you become a habit, then stuff gets easier. Doing these videos will get easier. Even though I've only been doing this for a little over a week, I start talking and I look down at the counter and I'm already at 20 minutes sometimes. I'm like, Jesus, I'm kind of blabbling, And I have suggestions thrown to me, like keep it short and simple. But yet, I want to. The emotion comes out, the storytelling. That's what people like to do. I mean, they relate to that stuff because I can see it in my interaction with my work coworkers, my people I interact through the fire service, people I interact in the gym. So, but yeah, have a plan. If you don't know what to do, go to your teams, go to your sponsor, and if hopefully you get one that's going to be there and say, and you shoot them an email, they might have something already pre-made and say, look, do these things and do them consistent, or go to the 8 core steps and do them. I won't go over them because get in, you'll find out. It's real simple. I mean, it's really simple, and you get paid. Simple and to it. Don't know when or how much, but you do. You just have to have that vision, that goal, and have that daily plan. Daily. Emphasis on the word daily, because I noticed stuff I posted a month ago. All of a sudden I get a comment on it for somebody. Or I got a marketing link out there that somebody, I've tracked it, and somebody clicks on it. I'm like, that was like 6 weeks ago. I've moved on since then, but it's the same. It's always the same, going to the same thing, And it's baby steps, I tell people. You'd be surprised in a year how far you come from where you start to where you end in the year. But you got to get moving. You can't sit still and let life happen to you. You got to make choices. Like I said, in some of these things, I commented on a guy posting. He talked about don't let people run your life or choose your destiny. I said, yeah, I like that. I said, basically, I told him, I'm like, you lose your choice. If you let somebody else run your life, choose your destiny for you, you lose all your choices. And choices is what makes your destiny. So you choose. Do you want to do it yourself, or do you want to let somebody else do it? Because I guarantee you, if you let somebody else do it, you won't be as happy as if you do it. I don't care if they want you to do this job as $100,000 a year. If you hate it, there's something in that life that you won't like. If you choose to do it and you make the action, you can choose whatever you want. I firmly believe in that. Sorry, I'm kind of fidgeting, like I said, I'm trying to get this down to where I have a point, so what I'm telling you to do is whatever you're going to do, whatever you're going to try, and also give it some time. Patience is a virtue. I know you go throughout these Facebook groups, every day somebody's doing something different, or I watched one guy within a month promote 3 different opportunities within the month. And some people do that because they got a business that's making them money, so they have money to invest in other things, and then they build followings, so they're going to try out to do this and try to do that. Mac Zidon is one of the biggest ones. I mean, you see links for him. He makes 27 checks in a month, but he's also been doing it for 10 years. He knows what he's doing. He's got at least one list of over 600,000 people, so he's doing something right. But if you're new like me, or fairly new like me, you need to focus on one thing and one thing only. Forget about all the other stuff. Pick one that you truly have your heart, and trust your gut. Your gut's going to lead you to the right choice 9 times out of 10. Some people overthink it, let their head in their, but you have that inner voice that tells you that if something's really, really good and feels like it's a right fit, you'll just have that. I know I do. And mine's with Empower Network. It's not as big as I wanted to be yet. Keyword, yet. But I'm consistent. I'm doing this. So, consistency, where's my thumb? There it is. Consistency, plan of action, focus. 3 things, and before you know it, you'll be doing awesome at marketing. It's not as hard as people think. It's not rocket science. It's just doing something that you love, showing the passion into it, talking to people, making them be yourself. If you're shy like I am, well, sometimes that doesn't work so well because A, you don't want to talk to anybody, but I'm becoming better at it. If you do something that you won't like to do and keep doing it, and you know it's going to benefit you, eventually you'll get over that little fear, and who knows what you'll be like. And you're looking at this, and can you relate with me? Can you see that I'm just starting? I'm just on my way up. You want to roll with me? I mean, even if you got something else, you got your heart turn in it. Maybe I got something in my little treasure chest of income businesses that might help you out. I can pretty much not guarantee you, but I got a pretty strong feeling I got one that's doing really well. Gonna all the way up there. It's helping me out with Empower and some other things, and it's great. That's what I do right after I get done with a video. It pays me every day. Only if I work at it though. And and there's a great promotion with them going on right now until September 9th, 2013 for all these people who will see it. This video will years down the road if it's still up and around. But so that's all I got to say today. Tomorrow's Thursday. It's payday for me. Payday, exciting and depressing at the same time. Exciting because I get to be rich for about 5 minutes. Then you get to pay the bills. And I have nothing afterwards. So, Thursday payday. I'll think of some topic to think about and talk about. Yeah. Kind of lost thought, so I'll let you go for now, and I appreciate everybody watching this. Please subscribe to my channel. I won't do everything on business. I'm just trying to get the basics out of the way. Like I said, I have surgery coming up. I'll probably do, who knows, talk about that for 40 minutes, Honest to God, I'm scared. Major surgery, so stay tuned for that, and hopefully I can get back to doing videos after I have my surgery, but I won't be able to talk for probably a couple of days, I imagine. So, do some more videos before that. So, take care, everybody. Appreciate everybody who's watching it, all the people who's commented and liked, and like I said, subscribe to my channel. I mean, I'm not asking you to get in with me unless you want, but take my bronze nuggets and do what you want with them. And hopefully it'll help you, and that's all I really want to do is help some people out. Get my name out there, put a face to the name, so here I am. So, take care. See ya on the next video.